we've been mates for a very long time, and watching you and watching your struggles over the last few years has been very difficult. You look well this morning, though. How are you feeling? How is your health?
I shoot to the makeup room. No, I'm good. I'm glad that's over with, put it that way, you know. It was a long year, put it that way, you know.
I mean, you talk about it as your year of hell. It feels for us, those of us watching the headlines, that you've had quite a lot of years of hell. This must have been bad, mustn't it, for you to kind of talk about it like that? Could you talk us through what happened on that train journey?
I was just, you know, I was on the train and a couple of women wanted some selfie photos with them. There wasn't a problem in that, so the lady didn't want a photo. And when I got up, someone next to us just said, "You don't want a photo with her." She's, "Why want a photo with her? She's fat and ugly." And I sat next to the guy, and I said to the guy, it was an Irish guy, I said, "Can you hear that, what was said there?" So I went and sat next to her and just said, "Listen, you know, fat and ugly, beautiful inside and out." I learned that from treatment centres, and I just thought I'd give her a bit of confidence, and never thought anything of it. You know, and then obviously until I got to the hotel and then get a call and said, "You want to question
The accusation was that you kissed her as well.
Yeah, I admit that. I said it from straight away. As soon as the police called and said, "Yeah, I gave her a peck," and said she's not fat enough, she's beautiful inside and out.
And then the case came about because, you know, the suggestion is that in any circumstance, to go over to someone, to a stranger on a train, and then to kiss them, regardless of the situation,
on the lips, wasn't it?
yeah, regardless of the situation, that's not the right thing to do.
No, of course not. You know, when I look back at it now, I mean, if that was the case, I'd be in court for the last 30 years for people coming up and kissing me. So, you know, I just really never thought anything. You know, I didn't feel it in a sexual way, or I didn't look at it that way, you know. Just till I sat with my lawyers and they told me, you know, what could happen.
So suddenly when the police turn up at your hotel room and they're knocking on the door, and you're sort of thinking nothing of this. This was just a sort of an incident that happened on a train, and it happens all day, every day. People come up to you and say hello.
Yeah, when they come, they didn't handcuff us. I happily walked in the car with them, went to the police station and gave me a statement. You know, and I never changed that. It was exactly what I said for what I even said in the courtroom, you know.
Were you scared?
Not at first. Not at first. I think I was more scared when I sat with my lawyers. Cartwright and King, they were fantastic, you know. When I sat with them and they told me, then obviously I did get a bit worried, you know, and I could have easily took the easy way out and just hit the drink and not bothered about it. I didn't stay strong through it, you know.
How did you stay strong? Sorry, Kate.
I took up some fishing, and I've got my new manager, Katie. She's doing fantastic. And I just talked to counsellors, like the Providence Project, Paul, and just kept, like, you know, as we say, I use the tools. And I think my tools were like meeting people and just keep myself busy, you know. And then you get hard when you walk around the streets and you got people saying who are on your side, you know. I think the more that people were on my side.
Oh, Paul.
That's hard, isn't it? Because, of course, you know that there's a lot of warmth from the general public who adore you, and to hear them trying to support you, but you're still having to go through a very difficult criminal case.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think I spent... Sorry.
That's all right, mate.
Let's get some tissues for you. Have we got any? We never have tissues when we need them. Here we go. Here you go, Paul.
I think I spent the whole year just telling people I did nothing wrong. Sorry.
It's very tough, and we know your battles with drink over the years, and you've been, is it 6 months sober?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a test, isn't it, dealing with this? We can see how emotional you are even now when you're on the right side of it. When you're on the wrong side of it, that was a test.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, even just 2 days ago, I felt like I wanted to drink, and I just rang my sponsor, Steve Spiegel, and spoke to Paul from the Providence and that. And just told them how I felt, even though, you know, like, a lot of people with this would go out and celebrate, and I didn't feel I had anything to celebrate because it has been a tough year. And, you know, I would say the rest of my life depended on this.
Because when you look at the charges, if it had gone against you, if you'd been convicted of them, you would have been on the sex offenders register.
Yeah, it was horrendous, you know, and you know, the work I had coming up with these people, had some good work coming up and they were all waiting for this. So, regards work-wise, which is had all potentially really good, they were waiting for this court case. So I had that hanging over us, and obviously, when I won the case on all 3 accounts, these old people want me back and work, so maybe a few stern words with them.
Is there a sense, Paul, that having been through this year from hell, having got past this court case, and as you say, being very close at times to going back on the drink, feeling like, do you know what, I'm just going to hit the drink. Because you haven't, you feel the stronger for it, and that's going to give you a sense of strength going forward from here as well.
You know, sometimes say, well, you know, people with me will say must be hard when you walk down the street and everyone recognises it. Sometimes it's been a great thing, good thing, you know, wishing as well, and you just want to tell them exactly what up. Sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut. It's hard for me sometimes, and you know, you don't want to tell. I want to tell people what really happened, and when you told you not to, and then you got when you're in court, you know, you have people ringing up and saying, "No, in 2016, you tried to kiss me." You got people that just allegations all the time. So I had that to battle with while I was in there. Then you got parasites calling and causing trouble, and you had to deal with that as well as what I had to go through in the court. You know, I'm just so thankful to the jury and the judge that have seen common sense in this.
You were found not guilty of all the charges, but has it made you think about your behaviour in the future? You know, you rushed, in your mind, you were rushing to the aid of a woman who's been given a hard time about her appearance and wanted to do something to make her feel better for that. Would you not kiss someone in that way again because of that? Has it changed you?
No, I don't think I'll ever change. I am who I am. I just felt that was not right to be called what she was called, fat and ugly. And I suppose I'd do that to anyone. I've always been that nice guy, caring guy, and I'll help anybody. But when it sort of backfires like that, then you have to think twice on it. And I'm not saying I did right. I'm not saying I did wrong, but...
Will you be more cautious, though? I think Kate's point is, will you be more cautious about being... Because we've always been very affectionate. We've played football together for many years, and that's, like you say, that's who you are. But when you suddenly realise, because of your profile and because of what you've been through, you could be the focus of somebody trying to take advantage of a situation that was never intended to be what it's being pictured as.
No, you know, obviously I'm more cautious. Obviously there's still people out there trying to stab a knife in your back. I'm wary of that. Like, you know, I can't change that. I don't know. I've been like this for years and years and years. You know, I just feel like I'm one of the public. You know, I'm not going out and say I'm Paul Gascoigne, I'm famous. Far from it. I'm still probably a little chubby guy, but...
No, you're not.
Everyone loves you, as you said. A lot of people have a lot of affection for you, and they're coming in now. Helen says, has tweeted saying, "You've been so strong. It's absolutely brilliant. Keep going." All sorts of comments coming in. Chris says, "Really feel for what you've been through, Paul. I hope you can put this behind you and enjoy your life now." Leanne says, "My heart goes out to you. Such a talent. Why are people so judgy these days?" What is next for you? How are you moving forward?
Well, I've got a movie coming up.
Got a movie coming
A
up.
movie coming out.
Just drop that in like that,
I don't know
guys.
it's going to play me in the pub side of it, like, but I've got no chance. No, I've got, yeah, maybe a movie coming out. I've got a couple of books there.
And this is of your life? This is...
Yeah, the movie about my life, yeah, and then a couple of book deals, one's in pictures, one's another one to go. I'm in talks with, obviously, Harry's Heroes, so there's quite a lot, you know, but all these, and obviously the venues and that I do and meet the public. But you've got... I hold all this on hold, you know, and then the good thing is, I mean, hard work through Katie, from M&M Management, and I've got to be given it. I had ambassador for UEFA. Imagine me ambassador, what I've been through. And dropped a few people in it, so that was good. The first one I texted was Alan Shearer. Look at what I've been through, and I've been given ambassador. He just laughed.
Brilliant.
So, you know, that could have went against us. You know, the press could have jumped on that quite easy and said, why give him it? Well, he's done that. So, you know, I had all this going to it, and then I had all the other good things, like if I get up for this. So, you know, I think the rest of my life depended on 12 guys, strangers, and to sit there for 4 days, that was quite hard. And obviously, like, thank the dentist, as I did say. Yeah, because I tried to get nailed for my teeth. It's me doubting this fault, not mine.
Look, you know, we can see how emotional you still are, Gaz. You've always worn your heart on the sleeve, and we're thrilled that you can feel like the future is really positive. There's lots of opportunities still for you out there. And more importantly, that you're staying strong mentally and physically, and you're staying off the booze as well, which is so crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, I just stay strong and everything, and just hope the weather picks up and do some fly fishing.
Oh, there you go.
Always comes back
That'll
to the
make a
fishing
good
in the
year
end.
ahead, won't it? Yeah. Good to talk to you this morning.
No,
Thanks so
very much for having
coming
me on
in.
the show. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Always great to have you. You're looking well, mate.